Hello, beautiful people. I'm Danielle Renee, lead anchor for News Positively. So, a lot of people have been reaching out to me and they've been saying, hey, Danielle, you seem super awesome and all, but what is this whole News Positively thing about? Full disclosure, only one person asked me and I kind of threw in the whole awesome thing, but those are just, minor details. However, News Positively is a web series about positive news. Strike that, reverse it, you get News Positively. The process kind of behind it of what I do is I go and investigate first. I scour the globe for positive news stories. Try and find the stories that have the most meat, that I can give the most details on, or that I group them into categories. That way the video has more of a flow and it's not just all willy-nilly scattered like the inside of my brain. Then I go from investigative journalist to news reporter. Report these positive stories to you, the audience, so you guys can see what all is going on around the world. Now, some of you might say, hey, Danielle, that sounds great and all, but that's not really realistic because it's, kind of a crap show out there. It's totally jacked. Well, yeah, there are a lot of messed up things going on in the world. However, there are good things going on too. And sometimes the good things don't always get as much talk or praise as the bad things. That's where I come in. These stories are just as realistic as the other stories that you hear on the news. Just because they're good doesn't mean they're not realistic. It's just we've all heard of the expression bad news travels fast. Well, that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. We can spread good news and we can spread it fast. I'm not saying that it isn't important to know what's going on in the world, and I'm not saying that it's not important to know the bad stories as well as the good stories. It is important to know the bad things that are going on, and it's important to have empathy, because that is the only way that we can make a difference, how we can make a change in the bad stuff that's going on. However, if all you hear all the time is nothing but bad news, that leaves people feeling discouraged. And then that can leave you feeling like the world is too far gone. We're too crappy, and no matter what we do, we can't do anything about it. We can't ever fix it. But I'm telling you, that is not the case. You can make a difference, and your actions will make a difference. That is a fact. The only question is, will the difference be for the good, or will the difference be for the bad? So, when we report about positive news, it's really to get that perk back in your step. It's to let you know that humanity is worth saving. It's to let you know that there are good things going on, and it's to put you into action to make more good things happen. And then it's a ripple effect. Your attitude affects somebody else's, affects somebody else's, affects somebody else's. And that, my friends, is how we truly make a difference. Oh, need it right now, guys. It's a little bit crazy out there, all right? We've got so many things happening on in the world with the quarantine and the virus and people getting laid off and people losing their jobs and people dying and people not knowing how they're going to feed their family, people not being able to see their family. There's a lot of things going on right now. And that, my friends, is when it is very important to cling on to hope. If we do not cling on to hope, then we will have nothing. What good does it do to live in fear and to be pessimistic and to think, oh, everything sucks? What good does that do? Are we changing anything? Are we making anything better? No. And I'm not saying that our worries and our fears aren't valid. And I'm not saying that our feelings aren't legitimate. I am saying that at the end of the day, we have a choice. We have a choice to choose our attitude, to choose our outlook on life, and to choose our happiness. No matter what is going on, no matter how crazy it is, no matter how bleak it looks, you can still choose happiness, and you can still choose to see the glass half full. And that is the glory in it. I'm not saying that it isn't hard work. It's hard work, okay? It takes practice. The only option, my friends, is to get through it. And we can get through it together. And we can get through it with a smile on our face. It may be hard. It may be challenging. Some days we might not have that smile. But other days we will. And our actions and our smile can make others smile. It can make others' day. And then we can change the world. That is the premise of News Positively. I hope that you guys follow me. I hope that you guys watch all my videos. And I hope you're just ready to be filled with positivity and to get out there and to go kick some butt, okay? Positive News is dropping later this week. It'll either be probably Friday or Saturday, but that is when the first episode of News Positively will premiere. Okay? I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too, and I hope that you join me. Danielle, you seem pretty awesome. Weasley. Positive news. Hashtag. No hashtag. I'm Danielle Renee, reporting